Pixel Story is a 2D platformer where you're tasked with getting to the core of the system. You start as a Pong dot, and as you play the game, the art style gradually changes as you make it through the evolution of pixel art. The game does take a little while to get going. I felt like it kept interrupting me when all I wanted to do was play. But after the first hour of around 6 total, you're more free to just play the game. A game that turns out to be an insane challenge. It starts off as just your typical platformer. Throw switches, hop gaps, collect coins for challenge rooms, collect these giant gems to hop through generations, and just enjoy the game. And then you eventually catch up with the teleporting hat, and the game changes completely. You're still doing quests and side quests for the inhabitants of this world in exchange for their help to continue the level. But the game is now a puzzle platformer that by this game's end becomes rage-inducing. The hat is used in many clever ways throughout your journey to the end. You start out using it to do switch puzzles. Place your hat down, run to the switch, pull it, and teleport back to your hat. Progress, and later on you're using the hat as momentum for jumps. And this is when you really start asking yourself if it's worth it to finish. Mostly because there's timing involved. And puzzles are usually in sections, and if you mess up in one section you have to restart at the nearest checkpoint. So you're in the same spot for what feels like forever. Already having the solution of the puzzle solved in your head, but the frustration of actually executing the solution stops your progression. The jumps while you teleport and adding angles to it just never feels fluent or fun. Just a nuisance every time it pops up. I feel like the game in general tries to do too much. You're still being taught how to play the game when the credits are right around the corner. The rules of any great game should be established in the first level, but as you go, the game just throws more stuff for you to work with right when you feel like you're getting the hang of it, rather than building on the already established mechanics and using them in more interesting ways. It does obviously mean the gameplay is switched up for a fresh experience throughout, but it also means the game never feels savory. And while the characters here were cool and the game is littered with pop culture references, nothing outside of them felt memorable. While Pixel Story offers a fairly forgettable experience and is frustrating at times, it still managed to feel beatable. I still had to try just one more time no matter how impossible an obstacle felt. If you want the love child of Mario, Portal, and Super Meat Boy, enjoy and good luck. I give a Pixel Story a 6.5 out of 10.